LED headlights, are they worth it? If you're like most of us and love upgrading or modifying parts of your vehicle, then most likely you've thought of upgrading your stock halogen headlight bulbs with their LED counterparts like these. For the most part, LEDs offer brighter, clearer light, all while demanding less power from your charging system. Other benefits include the modern instant on look, as well as theoretically lasting an incredibly long time. Today, I've got my 1995 GMC Suburban with the original halogen bulbs. And I've got a brand new LED headlight kit that includes both the low and high beams from SEALIGHT. Okay, full disclosure here. I did not pay for this LED headlight kit. It was sent to me free of charge by SEALIGHT in return for a video showing them off. Also, I am not being paid by SEALIGHT. They saw a previous video I did using their 194 LED lights, I'll link that below, and were impressed. So they contacted me offering me these headlights in return for this awesome video, and I said yes. Now let's take a look at the stock halogen bulb light output, spread, and color. Here we have a blank white wall. And shining our stock headlights on it, we can see the brightness, light spread, and color. I've adjusted the camera's white balance to try to capture this better. Right off the bat, I want to say this. There's nothing wrong with this setup. It is how the car was designed by the engineers at GM, and I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. However, I want to modernize the look as well as increase the clarity of the light. So let's install these LEDs. In order to replace the stock bulbs, we're going to have to remove this headlight housing. To do that, we have these two long 5mm bolts that we're going to have to remove. Once you have them unscrewed, go ahead and pull them out. Now that those two long bolts are removed, we can go ahead and pull our headlight assembly out. From here, all we have to do is disconnect our electrical connections. Looking at the back of the housing, all we have to do is take our headlight bulbs and twist them counterclockwise. Then all we have to do is grab the correct LED, in this case the low beam 9006 HB4, and to install this new LED we're simply going to put it into position, press in firmly, and turn clockwise. We can also look into the housing and confirm the vertical position of the LED, and it looks just right. Here is what the headlight assembly now looks like once the LED bulbs are installed. And then we simply plug back in the electrical connections, slide this extra wiring back inside, and slide the housing back into position. All right, now we can see the difference between the LED on the passenger side and the halogen on the driver. I've got my white balance on my camera set to 5600K, which is standard daylight, so we should be getting a really true representation of the difference in color. Let me turn my exposure compensation all the way down, and hopefully that'll help you to see the actual light a little better. Okay, so let's take a look at the difference. Here we're back at the same wall. And the one thing that's extremely apparent to me is simply the color of the light. I can't really say if these are putting off more light, but I can say that the color of the light is much more appealing. Just before I came here, I did adjust my headlight angles. If some of you may have noticed that, that was just for me to get them kind of in the ballpark range. I noticed earlier that they were really out of whack, and I just kind of wanted to get them set up a little bit better. All right, so taking a look at the wall here, we can see the color is pure white, like I was saying. And if we look at the truck, you can see it looks great. The color of the light coming off those headlights is amazing. It looks very modern and very cool. Now, I do want to comment about the beam pattern coming off of these headlight housings. These trucks were never known to have great beam patterns, so please don't think that that is a result of the actual LED. That is simply the housings that they are in. There's no hard cutoff line like you would normally see on a more modern headlight housing. And here I have turned my exposure compensation on my camera all the way down just so you can get a better feel for the actual beam pattern. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch from my low beams to my high beams just so you can see what that looks like. Here we go. High, low, high, low. You can see it's very instant, and obviously the high beams are pointed a little bit higher just to see a little bit farther out. What we've seen today is LED technology has come a long way. The light output is very different than the stock halogen bulbs. We're talking white light versus yellow light, and they do seem a little bit brighter. According to the box, they're supposed to last over 30,000 hours. I don't know if I'll have them that long to test that, but hey, one can hope. I think I'm gonna keep these in for now, but I'm definitely gonna hang on to my original halogen bulbs just in case. Back to that original question, are LED bulbs worth it? Well, I'm gonna have to let you be the judge of that. Do your own research, read reviews, and then come to your own conclusions. Hopefully you've learned something from this video. If you liked it, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And if you want, you can check me out on Instagram at OneRoadGarage and also my website, www.oneroadgarage.com. Guys, again, thank you for watching. I'm Jimmy, this is One Road, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.